Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler every series of videos I do for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This is my lunch, so hopefully it's good. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to talk about food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. You know this. You've seen the videos. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, folks, it's fairly evident, but boom, it's my Blue Beetle shirt. Look at it. Look at it. Blue Beetle. So if you didn't know, maybe you're a little bit newer to the channel, aside from reviewing food stuff and going to concerts and all that, I'm a huge nerd. In almost every regard. Maybe not in every regard, but like in pretty much all of them. I love comic books, I love anime. I've gone over there, I've rolled both as a player and as a GM, some D&D and affiliate games and what have you. So like, I'm that person. And I actually really like comic books. You know, unfortunately I don't get to indulge in them as much as I would like to, but like, especially back in my 20s, I got like super hardcore back into comic books after a long absence. And at the time, I was working a gas station job overnight, and they did not care what I did at night as long as I didn't steal shit. So I just read my comics all the damn time. It was actually really nice for a while. And one of my favorite characters from DC Comics is Blue Beetle, specifically this incarnation, Mr. Jaime Reyes, who's co-created by one of my favorite comic creators, a guy who sadly just passed away at the time I'm doing this, I think not even 2 months ago now, Mr. Keith Giffen, who, you know, I mean, you know, he lived into his very early 70s. I think he was 71 when he passed away, 70 or 71. You know, but I love that guy's work. At some point, I want to do like a little tribute video to him. I just need to set everything up for it. But anyway, that all aside, folks, what am I trying for you? Why is it part of my lunch? What are we doing here? Well, folks, we're headed back to, boom, Buffalo Wild Wings. It also says limited time only. Why does it say limited time only? I don't know. But anyway, nice thing with Buffalo Wild Wings, on Thursdays, they have a buy one, get one free deal on boneless wings. You get 6 boneless wings, you can get another 6 for free. It's Thursday, I wanted lunch, shabam! So I got 2 flavors, I'm going to review them in 2 separate videos. First one I'm going to review, we're going to do the Thai curry ones. These ones right here. And let's try to get like a thing. I don't know how well this is going to go. These ones are considered to be hot. Part of their hot menu. Alright. Let's get a thing. And it looks... Ha 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 ha! Sure, it looks like that. I have not had the Thai curry ones before. And I figured, what the fuck? Lunch and a review. Let's give it a go. By the way, I've reviewed a bunch of stuff from Buffalo Wild Wings before. Go look up those videos. Chicken sandwiches, other boneless things. Very okay, if I'm honest with you. Alright, I mean, the chicken itself is okay. It's not, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings, whether it's like Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, I reviewed a bunch of stuff from Wingstop too. You know, it's never going to be like the best quality chicken, but, you know, it's buy one, get one free, so you kind of try to roll with it. I've definitely had more impressive chicken from Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if that's just inflation or what have you, but it seems like they skimped a little bit on these. In terms of the actual cook of it and everything, it's okay. I like the crispiness on the outside. That's nice. I like that when you bite into it, you get that crunch. The flavor, which really is, you know, because at the end of the day, it's like, look, is Buffalo Wild Wings chicken particularly fantastic chicken? No. It's okay. It's not like awful quality or anything, but it's still basically, you know, akin to like sort of higher quality fast food chicken. You know, so that is what it is. If they cook it properly, which in this case they did, you know, the chicken is still, you know, tender, still moist inside. Fair enough. Main thing that I'm reviewing here is the sauce, because that's why you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstops, for the different sauces that they have. With the Thai curry, the flavor is okay, and I can kind of get what they're going with it. I've actually had a number of Thai curries over the years. I love Thai curry. It's fantastic. Now, mind you, saying Thai curry doesn't mean much. There's a lot of different types. But I kind of get what they're going for with almost like, sort of like, I think it's called Masaman curry. It's been a while, folks, so, you know, I actually, one of the things I was potentially going to review yesterday was some Thai food from this place called Nathan's Noodles near me. I'm still planning to do it, but I need to figure out, because I tried to order online, and they didn't have like a scale system for like how hot you wanted things, and typically Thai places will do that. And if that's the case, then I need to go in there and make the order. Because if it isn't available online, I want to be able to control the spice level. But anyway. So, I will say the taste is a little bit evocative of kind of a Thai-ish style curry flavor. I can kind of go with it. It's got a nice flavor to it. Very flavorful. I'm down with it. Here's the thing, though. Like I said, this was on their hot menu. This was listed as being one of their, you know, one of their hot offerings. Hardly at all. There is a little heat, to be fair, but it really, really is just a warming of the mouth. Like, it's not, like, it doesn't kick you in the back of the throat or anything. It just gets a little warm, and then it builds a little bit, and then it just kind of dies down. The heat is very weak. And especially, you know, if you're calling something Thai-oriented, you know, like Thai curry or whatever, Thai folks, y'all love your heat. And I love you for it. I love the fact that when you go to a Thai place, there is typically a level of spiciness that is just Thai spicy. And that means your asshole is going to be on fire later on. But it's going to be worth it. With this, no, man, it's so weak. And I'm surprised because I think last month, I went over there, I reviewed their Blazing Wings. And that's another one that's on their hot menu. Well, it's like on their extreme menu or some shit. That was like crazy hot. I was expecting this to, you know, not be that hot, but to at least give me something to work with. It's really, really limited. Chicken-wise, it's okay. Flavor-wise, it's actually pretty solid. Like I said, it's, you know, somewhat evocative of what they're trying to do. I can see where they're going with it. Heat-wise, definitely a letdown. So it's kind of, yeah, I mean, it's kind of, you know, 1 out of 3 as far as things that I would say actually met or exceeded my expectations. I was hoping the chicken would maybe be a little bit better. Again, it's not horrible or anything, but I've definitely had better chicken from Buffalo Wild Wings before. And in terms of, like I said, the spice just, man, it's just not there for me. All that said, though, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with sure and kinda. I mean, the thing is, if I forego the expectation of heat, the flavor is not bad. And like I said, I do like the fact that, yeah, it does kind of remind me of a Thai curry a little bit. It's nice in the flavor department, and ultimately that's the most important thing. If they could properly add a little bit more kick to it, doesn't have to be insane or anything, I would probably really like it, and I'd be more willing to go over there and give it my, you know, my seal of approval. As is, it wouldn't be like a go-to flavor for me, but I do appreciate that it's a unique flavor. Like a lot of these chicken places, you know, lemon, pepper, barbecue, Korean, you know, like there's a good amount of overlap. I don't think Wingstop has Thai curry, so I'll give it that. And if I'm recommending it, I mean, in some ways, it's easier for me to recommend than if it were spicier. Because, you know, if you're not that into spicy stuff, I think you could probably still get away with this. Puts a little heat at the back, you know, it's just kind of a warming effect. It's not, but by that same token, if you're expecting that heat, because it is on the hot menu, you're going to have to go over there, kind of bring your expectations down a little bit. It's not a bad sauce for, you know, a Buffalo Wild Wings sauce. I think they could do a little bit more with it, but as is, still pretty tasty. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly Thai curry-tastic rest of your life. Do yourself a favor, if you've never had, like, proper Thai food, find a place near you. At this point, it's not that crazy. Like, back when I was a kid, no, man, you didn't see Thai food places. You know, maybe if you went into the city, maybe, and, like, to specific neighborhoods and stuff. These days, man, like, every place, every town in the immediate area has probably at least 2. We had one, oh, I miss it so much. I actually reviewed it. It was one of my first restaurant reviews that I did. And this was like the first year I was doing reviews. Thank you, neighbor who does yard work all the time. It's a place called Subdragon, and I loved that place. That was my favorite Thai food place. Sadly, they went over there, they closed down. I'm hoping that they just closed down, you know, because they just wanted to move on. One of the owners was rather old, but man, I love that place. But I still have a couple places that are pretty good. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time, but you can do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. It's frustrating, man. It's a hell of a thing to have to deal with. You know, you got to just go through life and, you know, take your wins where you can. And when you take your losses, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to watch this video, maybe you're going to be like, you know what? That fat guy with the Blue Beetle shirt, he's right, I've never had proper Thai food. I'm going to go out and get some proper Thai food. So then you search around a little bit, you do a little research on the old web and all that little thing. Maybe it turns out there's a Thai spot by you. Go over there, you give it a shot. Maybe it turns out it's the Subdragon guys. Maybe they just moved to another state or some shit or where the fuck ever. And now they got Thai food over there. And if that's the case, absolutely hit me up with that information and everything like that, because I'd love to be like, all right, they're in Tennessee, all right, we'll figure out a way to get to Tennessee. I'd love to say hi to those guys, man. I think it was a guy and his dad. I never asked, but it was like, I'm pretty sure it's a guy and his dad. And they were just very nice people, man. I really do miss that spot very, very much. That was when that one left, man, that one hit. But anyway, or conversely, you know, I mean, don't badger your, you know, Thai restaurant places. Are you the Subdragon people? Because there's a fat guy who wants to know. Don't put it like that. Bye.